Hey, what's good, BeBackGaming crew? Today we're diving into the vast, uncharted void of EVE Frontier, the new space survival sim from CCP Games, the masterminds behind EVE Online. This game's been hyped as a bold evolution of the EVE universe, blending survival mechanics, tactical combat, and, yep, you guessed it, blockchain tech. But does it live up to the legacy of New Eden, or is it lost in space? This is a non-sponsored, honest review, clocking in at about 20 minutes, so grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore EVE Frontier together. If you enjoy deep dives like this, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. It helps us keep the lights on. Let's jump in. So, what exactly is EVE Frontier? For those who don't know, it's a spin-off from EVE Online, the legendary MMO known for its player-driven economy and cutthroat politics. Unlike its predecessor, EVE Frontier is billed as a space survival simulation, set in a far-off sector of the EVE universe. You wake up from stasis as a capsuleer, surrounded by drone swarms and scarce resources, fighting to survive in a hostile galaxy. Think EVE Online meets Rust with a dash of No Man's Sky exploration vibes. The game emphasizes self-reliance, tactical gameplay, and, controversially, third-party development through blockchain tech. CCP Games calls it a sandbox, where you're not just surviving but shaping the universe itself. Sounds ambitious, right? But ambition doesn't always mean execution. So let's break it down. Let's talk gameplay. Now, full disclosure, EVE Frontier is still in development, and as of May 2025, we've only seen limited gameplay through closed beta tests and teasers, so some of this is based on what's been shared publicly. The core loop revolves around survival. You're scavenging resources, building bases, and managing fuel for everything, even just moving around. Unlike EVE Online, where you could zip through systems with relative ease, Frontier makes every action feel costly. Run out of fuel, you're stranded. Mess up a fight, your ship's gone, and that loss hurts. Combat is another big shift. It's more tactical, requiring line of sight for weapons, and friendly fire is a thing, so no massive fleet blobs like in EVE Online. This makes battles feel more intimate and strategic, almost like a survival horror twist, as one dev put it. You can't see who's in your system via chat, and enemies don't pop up on your overview unless you've got eyes on them. Imagine hiding behind an asteroid, plotting an ambush, or being the one ambushed. It's tense, and I love that. Base building is central, too. You start with a basic setup and expand by mining resources, upgrading buildings, and researching tech to stay competitive. It's got that satisfying progression loop where every upgrade feels earned, but it also demands careful planning. Misallocate resources, and you're toast when another player raids your base. But here's where it gets spicy: the multiplayer. You can form alliances, trade resources, or go full pirate and raid other players. The sandbox is open, and player interactions drive the experience. Sounds like classic EVE, but the survival focus makes every decision feel more personal. I'm excited to see how this plays out, but I'm also worried it could be a grindfest for solo players. What do you think? Are you a lone wolf or an alliance builder? Drop it in the comments. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room: blockchain. EVE Frontier uses blockchain tech for its smart assemblies, letting players code new features, create in-game assets, and even develop their own tokens. CCP insists it's not a blockchain game, but a game that happens to use blockchain for modding and decentralization. They compare it to EVE Online being built on a database. It's just tech, not the focus. Here's the pitch: you can own your items, trade them freely, and even turn in-game assets into real-world value through the EVE token. That's right, real money trading is allowed, both in and out of the game. For some, this is a dream, a player-driven economy where your skills and hustle can pay off. For others, it's a red flag. I mean, we've seen blockchain games crash and burn, and EVE Online itself had a trust scandal back in 2007 with the T20 incident, where a dev manipulated the economy. Could Frontier's open RMT system invite scams or pay-to-win vibes? On the flip side, CCP's got a former Iceland central bank economist on board to design the economy, so they're not messing around. But I'm skeptical. Blockchain adds complexity, and not everyone's thrilled about crypto in their games. If it's seamless and empowers players to create cool stuff, I'm all for it. If it's a clunky cash grab, it could tank the game's reputation. What's your take on blockchain in gaming? Let's get that convo going below. So, how does EVE Frontier stack up to EVE Online? Well, it's not a sequel or replacement. It's a different beast. EVE Online is a sprawling MMO with thousands of systems and massive fleet battles. Frontier is smaller, with 20,000 systems, but it feels bigger because of the survival stakes. You're not just managing a fleet. You're fighting to stay alive in a universe that, as CCP's CEO put it, literally wants to kill you. The biggest difference is the vibe. EVE Online is about empires and politics. Frontier is about personal survival and small-scale alliances. It's less about commanding a titan and more about outsmarting a rival behind an asteroid. If you love EVE's depth but hate its point-and-click combat, Frontier's hands-on approach might be your jam. But if you're a die-hard EVE vet who thrives on massive wars, this might feel too stripped down. One thing Frontier inherits is the player-driven economy, but it's amped up with blockchain. Whether that's a strength or a weakness, we'll see. For now, it's clear CCP's trying to capture EVE's magic while carving a new path. Let's break down the pros and cons based on what we know. Pros: the survival mechanics at a thrilling edge, making every choice matter. Tactical: line-of-sight combat feels fresh and intense. Base building and resource management are deep and rewarding. The open sandbox and player-driven economy promise endless replayability. Cons: blockchain integration could alienate players or invite shady monetization. Limited gameplay footage makes it hard to judge polish or performance. Solo players might struggle in a cutthroat, multiplayer-focused world. The NDA on beta footage means we're still in the dark about a lot. Community feedback is mixed. Some players on Reddit are hyped, saying Frontier captures EVE's spirit with a deeper survival twist. Others are wary, calling it a crypto cash grab or lamenting the lack of clear gameplay details. The marketing's been rough. Fans aren't thrilled with the vague trailers. But CCP's track record with EVE Online gives me hope they'll listen to feedback. So, where does EVE Frontier stand? It's got the potential to be a game changer. A survival sim that blends EVE's player-driven chaos with a gritty, tactical edge. The base building, resource scarcity, and stealthy combat have me intrigued. But the blockchain stuff is a gamble. If CCP nails the execution and keeps monetization fair, this could be a must-play for space sim fans. If they lean too hard into crypto or fumble the launch, it might crash harder than a rookie pilot in nullsec. For now, I'm cautiously optimistic. If you're curious, CCP's offering a free 10-day trial for EVE Frontier, no founder's pass needed. Check it out and let me know what you think. Would you dive into this survival sandbox, or are you sticking with EVE Online? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's keep the discussion going. Thanks for watching, BeBackGaming fam. If you enjoyed this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, share it with your fleet, and subscribe for more gaming reviews. We're back with more content soon, so stay tuned. Fly safe, and I'll catch you in the stars.